What do you think happens inside the internet? And how does information get from place to place? Let's say that I want to look at the webpage for code.org. What do you suppose the process is like for me to send the message to request the page? At the end of the lesson, students will learn about the complexity of sending messages over the internet, translate URLs into IP addresses, and practice creative problem solving. An internet is a group of computers and servers that are connected to each other. Sending a message over the internet is a lot like sending a message through the mail. If every letter we sent required thousands of envelopes. Every message we send through the internet gets chopped up and each piece is wrapped in its own version of an envelope. We call those packets. Packets are specially formed chunks of information that are able to easily flow through any of the internet's channels. Sometimes, a few of those packets will get lost because the internet is a crazy place. In that case, the packets need to be resent and the whole message has to get put on hold until they arrive. Where do you think those packets are headed? Even if you're sending messages to another person, they first have to go to at least one server. A server is a special computer that is supposed to be always on and ready to send and receive information. Every website has a server, and even email goes through servers. Servers don't have names like you and I do. They're actually addressed using numbers, and these numbers are called IP addresses, and they look a little strange. An IP address is a number assigned to any item that is connected to the internet. For example, one of Go.org's IP addresses used to be 54.243.71.82. There are many ways to reach the internet from your house, school, or place of business. You can connect directly using a cable. That might be DSL cable, or a fiber optic cable, or you can connect using radio waves over the air through Wi-Fi. Direct connections are most reliable, but they can be inconvenient. Can you figure out why? It's because you have to be attached to a cable. Wi-Fi connections are super convenient, but they aren't always reliable. It's because radio waves bounce all over the place and can get lost. So, if you're used to sending information to URLs like www.co.org, and the servers actually have IP addresses for names like 54.243.71.82, how does the internet change from one to the other? That's what the DNS is for. The DNS, domain name server, has tables that allow the system to go back and forth between URLs and IP addresses. If the domain name servers ever stop working, it would shut down the internet as we know it. To sum up, every message we send through the internet gets chopped up, and that is what we call packets. Those packets are headed to a server, and the DNS will translate the URL into an IP address. You can connect internet using a DSL cable. It's fairly good at delivering messages, but you must be connected to a wire. A fiber optic cable is the best at delivering messages, but you must be connected to a wire. You can connect internet through Wi-Fi. It's convenient but spotty. Wi-Fi doesn't require cables, but since the signal bounces all over the place, packets can get lost pretty easily.